faithful and loyal leaders. Faithful and loyal leaders. 2 Timothy 2:2, Paul said, that which you have received from me, commit to faithful men that will in turn teach others. You need faithful and loyal people. 2 Timothy 2:2. You need faithful and loyal, because your workers are the image of your church. When you have workers that are not loyal, I'm going to say this now. Loyalty demands maturity. A loyal person selects what he says. Your pastor slapped an usher. Must you say it? Should it come from your mouth? Should it come from your mouth? One time I was in Lagos when there was a crisis between a man of God, two ministers of God, three actually. One man of God was attacking two. He said this one has compromised with this, blah, blah, blah. It was a national matter. I was in Lagos at that time. I noticed all his members were at the newspaper stands. Internet was not strong then. The way news is disbursed is through dailies. I saw them at the newspaper stand. They will order for 100 papers, 200 papers, papers that had such stories. I saw it, I wasn't told. We say, I want to buy, but they say, no, we have paid for everything, understand. You go here, you have paid for everything, understand. And the papers you want to buy is sports. You know, complete sports. You're never interested in all those rubbish stories. They don't care. So long as on that stand, they will buy all. And guess what? There were trucks and vehicles waiting. As we're buying them, they're putting them to the truck. They'll drive somewhere and burn them. They'll drive somewhere and burn them. They'll drive somewhere and burn them. The pastor was not aware. That's loyalty. Someone told me there in Benin, he said, if the archbishop tells me to go outside and slap somebody, I will ask him how many times. I will slap the person before I come back and say, Papa, what did he do? Look, that's the kind of people you need. You know, it appears so stupid. It appears like, oh, you know what? You know what a disloyal person will say? Should we see evil and cover it? Am I correct? Should we see evil and cover it? He thinks he's being sincere. Ask him, is he everything your father at home has done that you say outside? Your father is when we are younger. If you want to get us angry, just your father is stupid. Did it happen to you? Your father. He says your father. It's your own father. So it's your father. He's actually stupid though. But stupidity is not for public consumption. Say stupid. Say my father is stupid. You pull your shoe. Repeat it. See your father is stupid. Repeat it. Your God save you. You carry the stuff. But today, a person in church, and that's why I tell people there are certain criteria you must see in a person. No matter how much is given or not given, once you see those criteria, it qualifies for leadership. Leadership should not be a function of what is coming from the hand, but what is coming from the heart. Once you come around me, and I notice something, I think I've told this to Reverend Kingsley and John. Somebody comes around me every day sending me texts. You are a blessing. You are a blessing. I'm going somewhere, it's there. I'm traveling this, you are there. I'm doing, you are there. I give you gap. Because that is excitement. It doesn't last. I give you gap. You come around. Hey. Some of them will come into you to know who you really are. To find fault. Especially anybody that comes around you and is quoting other preachers. I don't know if I should give you this secret. Only my pastors will be happy, but let me not. There are some ministry secrets that should remain with ministry, right? So I'm not going to tell you. In fact, your money expired yesterday. That guy, it took you a long time to pay. I see your money expired. The way you shouted to remind me. I know how much I paid. Oh! Write this down. How people react to rebuke is a confirmation of their heart. When you remove him from youth president, his attendance to church dropped. That's not a leader. You remove him from heading the choir, he no more come for the rehearsals. That's not a leader. There are some people, once you make them the head of a department, you can't remove them. When you remove them, they don't say their tenure has expired. They come to your office and say, Daddy, what did I do? You didn't have to do something for me to remove your tenure has expired. Go back into the crowd and stay as a member. No, they hold it personally. Once people react, comments they drop. Have they even paid somebody say for this work somebody is doing, and they'll come and be shouting on people? Remove him. Remove him. Remove him. That's not a loyal leader. He has no business coming around leadership. In this ministry, once you are provoked and you say, they make me angry, I'll resign, I will start waiting for your resignation. Because a true son does not say that. He can be angry, he can cry, he can scream, he can be provoked, can be offended. Once he says, the way it's going, I'll resign. Wait. In fact, provoke the person to resign. One of our pastors sent me a message about somebody who said, in one country, because I'll go to Nigeria, I'll drop my letter. I said, tell him we are sending him tickets. Let him come. Take the church from him. Because no discipline should make a son of the house. They just make me angry, I'll just go to another church. When you hear that, don't ever. It's the function of the heart. You didn't change your father's name because your father offended you. You only changed the name because the name was demonic, or you didn't like the sound of the name, but it's still your father. Am I communicating here? A leader comes to church. Look at this. Because you offended him, Reverend K, stand up. This is the leader's seat. This is your seat. You offended him, the seat is empty. He now sits in the crowd because you rebuked him. Make sure that becomes his seat. Put somebody else there. Make sure that becomes his. But I said, no, somebody is there. For you to go into the crowd, you are what my personal discipline to you are letting the world know. Can I shock you? Let me tell you. For him to do that, to sit in the crowd, he has already informed people. His action is to prove to them that what he told them is true. That is why he's not sitting there. He's sitting in the crowd is to prove to them that there are already issues between the both of you. So if he comes to sit on the altar, they will say, but I thought you said both of you are quarreling. So he has to prove to them he's more interested in them than you. Meaning he's out to scatter them, not you. And but if he scattered them, the pain will be felt on the altar. So keep him there permanently. I had an ordained minister that was always sitting in the crowd. I didn't say anything. One day I was coming to the altar on a Sunday. I sent ushers to go and tell him to go back to his seat. Yes, he should go back to the seat he chose for himself. But he said, Daddy, just that. I said, no. if you are to sit in the crowd, you should give me reasons. If you came late, you didn't want to allow camera issues, or there are some issues, I should know. But to stay there, remain there. Because anything that affects structure gives the people an ideology. People read meanings when there is nothing, not to talk of when there is something. I wish I was talking to you today. These are silent things that your work is almost destroyed. You saw all of them, you tolerated it. Somebody is youth president, and it's about 500 youths. You see a level of arrogance, and yet he contributes a lot. He's leading well. You see arrogance in him or her. Don't remove him. Break the youth department to 4 departments. Youth 1, 20 to 22. Youth 2, 22 to 24. Youth 3, 24 to 26. Youth 4, 26 and above. So he is president of Youth 1. Youth within those areas report to him. Does it make sense? No. What you are doing now, does it make sense? No. Does he humble him? Yes. At the end of the day, he has no total control over that, because his rebellion is a proof of his exit. That's why some pastors are crying, sit down, they are weeping, blaming the devil for what they saw about to happen but they didn't handle. They are crying, they are crying, they are crying, they are weeping, they are wailing, they are crying. And the devil said, but I'm not involved in this. You already had my colleague from day one, but you were not smart enough. To have faithful and loyal leaders, you must be transparent. I'll just say 2 more, then I'll pray. When you are a pastor, all the offering hands on your table, the seed hands on your table, you say you have raised money for jazz band 3 times and you never bought it. You're not transparent, you're not honest. Sometimes when I give you my experiences, it's because I'm citing examples to make it easy for you. Transparency. When we go to programs, then when I come back, they give me an envelope. I will show John and Kingsley. I will show them. I say, this is how much they gave me. They didn't give them. It's me. I have right not to. Of course, I'm the boss. But I'll say, what do we do? There was a day we went to a program. They gave us 1 TV and remote. So I look at them. I say, boy, how are we going to share this now? How did you do that thing again? Okay, I gave you the remote, I took the TV. I said, this thing, what do we do? So when they saw all those signs, they said, following this man, there is a future. Because we see the sincerity of his heart. Sometimes they'll give me enough, I'll give Kingsley, count it. I'll give John, count it. I'll say, count it again. Some they'll be in their house. I went alone. I'll come back. John will hear that there's an envelope for him. There's envelope for Kingsley. And they didn't attend. Come, let them hear it. Come. Use my mic. Okay, use that. Then I was living down Waterboard. After the old fire night, I was not even in that church. You drove 190 to my house. It was, I think, 12,000 naira, 10 naira. You came and knocked at my door. Now that 12,000 naira you gave me then is like 120,000 naira today. It was so touching to me. So I said, if this man can do this, then I must sacrifice anything for him. for him. Thank you very much, sir. 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 Thank But when people are working with you, or they were there praying with you for God to bring forth. Now funds are coming. You say they should keep praying. God is blessing. You tell them keep praying. When they rebel, even God will back them up. When out of pain they rebel, they react. That you have been so wicked as a leader. Some of you are leaders. That people are so close to you, but they have no access. A leader should have access to your house. They are certain leader. Reverend Kingsley enters my bedroom. For my wife to allow that, Reverend John Fidelis, they enter my bedroom. Azeme has entered my bedroom. They want my wife to allow that. She has seen loyalty. If Gehazi did not enter Elisha's bedroom, he would not have told him that there were chariots of fire. He entered the room. He said, sir, outside we are surrounded. Oh, he said, relax. They that be with us. But you are dying. Chariots are outside. You have been surrounded. Nobody is telling you. Because you are not accessible. You are changing cars as a leader. Your branch pastors are dying. Your heads of department are dying. They are dying. They can't feed. It means nothing to you. People have sent me messages to thank me for Reverend Kingsley, for Reverend John, for Pastor Azeme, for Dr. Fide, Dr. Azeme, Reverend Fide. They come thank me. He said, I saw your pastor. Wow. I saw your pastors. Wow. My belly. I'll say yes. You know. It gives me pleasure. It gives me pleasure. But some of you, your assistant pastor, 12 years he has followed you. 30 years he can't see pay rent, and you are building houses. You are a wicked man. General overseer, 20 cars, 5 cars, 6 cars back in your compound. Your resident pastor is trekking. It's not him that needs to rebel. It is the members that will rebel and buy him a car. In fact, the car they even bought him, you suspended him. You are wicked. You are not a transparent person. Am I communicating here? You are not. Go back. Carry that your second car, your third car. Give it to one of your leaders. Carry that land. You have even forgotten about the land, but you can't give it out. Give it out. One time, Reverend Kingsley also told me that he went to build a house in Benin, right? He went to build a house in Benin or something. I remember I had the land. That land there. I said, take. And I was happy. I went there. I was happy. I said, wow, this is wonderful. So that all his family members who were angry when he started following me. Do you know the insult some leaders have taken by following you? The bruises they have taken by staying in your church, by answering pastor, deacon, elder, and in their poverty state, you don't care. You don't care. Your wife doesn't care. Nobody cares. Please, can we all go back? When we get back to our different assignments, sit down and begin to reflect. Sometimes when we help people, we don't help them out of abundance. We help them to prove to them that we love them. When we help them, we don't help them because it's too much. We help them because we want to let them know. There was a day we were to buy something in the church, and we had some millions of naira. 3, 4, 5 people came. They had several issues. If we touch from that money, it was my money, not offering. I touched from that money, it's going to affect that project. When they told me what the issues were, I shelved the project, attended to them for that week. And someone said, but about the project? I said, it is people we are doing the project for. Now the people are in pain, the project can wait. Let's address the people. They are happy, we'll come back to the project.